health without mental health. There is no health without mental health. There is no health without mental health. And so say all of us. There is no health without mental health. There is no health without mental health. There is no health without mental health. And so say all of us. There is no health without mental health. There is no health without mental health. There is no health without mental health. And so say all of us. And so say all of us. There is no health without mental health. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to your Friday tonic, your Friday clinic, Mind Matters with Dr. Nubi. Today is going to be very beautiful. Today is going to be very informative, and we're going to be educated today. As I always say, I don't know who this expose or mental health education, or whatever you can call it, I don't know who is going to bless. But one thing I know is that somebody is going to be blessed. Somebody is going to be educated. And somebody is going to have a lot to gain from this. It's either you are going through one emotional problem or the other, or you know someone going through an emotional problem, or you yourself will be mental health. You want to be mental health ambassadors or mental health ambassador. This is the time that I used to say, let each one reach one. Begin to call everybody. Tell them to join us. Let me also send message to my contacts that we are live. Yes, call someone. Bumate 2000. Ekpegbara Michel. You are welcome. You are very much welcome. My name is Dr. Nubi. You can call me Dr. Ogunubi Oluseun Peter. I'm a consultant, mental health physician, neuropsychiatrist, psychotherapist, whatever name. People find it easier to say neuropsychiatrist. Some will say psychiatrist, some will say emotional awareness. Whatever that suits you. It does not remove anything from what I do. It's just a matter of nomenclature. Of course, we have known, and I've said it over and over, that emotional issue is something that we cannot afford to joke about. We need to understand that the same way we take care of our physical health, we also need to take care of our mental health. I do not plan to spend a long time with us today, but we'll be talking about stress coping management part 2. We'll be concluding our discussion on stress management. We'll be concluding our discussion on stress management. Stress management. Okay. Yeah. Tell someone to join someone, to tell someone, to tell someone. I wouldn't want to repeat myself, but I think I will just go straight to the point for today. Grace Cottage, thanks for joining. Try and send a broadcast to the clients, all the clients on the contact. Let them be aware that they can join, and that as much as possible, they should try to take one or two things. Ibijoke, thanks for joining. Ibijoke 1. Please tell somebody to join somebody. My sister has joined, Sister Bola Nubi. That's my blood sister. Thanks for the encouragement, for always joining my live broadcast every Friday. Thank you, ma. YNK Stitches joined. Thank you. So you can see, just announce, just tell people, just put it on your status. My Matters with Dr. Nubi. People should understand their emotional health. People should understand their emotional health. Today we are talking about stress management, the concluding part of stress management. We have defined what stress is, what constitutes internal stressors and external stressors. We've talked about the fact that if you are not stressed at all, you will not be productive. And if the stress is too much, you will also not be productive. So today we'll be talking about how do we manage. Having known what constitutes stress and what stress is and that, how do we manage our stress? Now, as a forward, I will want to borrow the word of sure person, someone I respect so much, and that is Cicero, Marcus T. Cicero. I'm in 183. You're welcome. Marcus T. Cicero said something, said, a wise individual is the one who submits to the dictates of nature and passes through the vicissitudes of life through a tranquil mind. Is a Roman orator and statesman, Marcus T. Cicero. I will repeat what he said. He said, a wise individual is one who submits to the dictates of nature and passes through the vicissitudes of life. He passes through the challenges of life in a tranquil mind. What does this tell us? This tells us that coping with stress, therefore, involves active, purposeful, and knowledge-based handling of predisposing factors, and our ability to adapt to the ones we cannot control. Life is full of up and down. We have vicissitudes, we have challenges. We've always been hearing life is not a bed of roses. V Pride, you're welcome. Life is not a bed of roses. Therefore, you may have today, you may not have tomorrow. You may be well today, you may be ill tomorrow. How then do we go through the tranquils, the problems of life, without allowing it to bow us down? That is what coping with stress involves. It is our ability to go through this stressful life, and yet we will not be shaken. I keep saying it that What makes different people, or what makes people separate, different from each other or one another, is that some are able to cope through life. Have you not seen someone that is getting the same salary with you, but she's always laughing, happy, going on, and she's not faking it, managing whatever she can? And you are getting the same, but you are perpetually sad. The difference between you and that person is that that person has decided to go through the vicissitudes and tranquils of life without having any challenges, or by not allowing it to move him or her. I said it. I said stress management is simply by realizing that you have control over stress. Of course, we can't be saying how to manage when you can't manage, or that thing is not manageable. Imagine if stress is not manageable and I'm coming around to say, how do you manage stress? It would be like I'm asking you to do the impossible. But by saying stress management, we mean that means automatically you can manage your stress, take charge. You can take charge of your thoughts, your emotion. You can take charge of your daily schedule. You can take charge of your environment. You can take charge of the way you deal with problems. That is what stress management entails. So let me pause and ask you one question. My sister, my brother, what are you taking charge of? Are you in charge of your schedule? Are you in charge of your environment? Are you in charge of your life? Are you in charge of your plans? Or you are just moving through this life? Can you say you are in charge? You know what you want. If you are an addict, you are not in charge of your life. Because you've gotten one job, drug has made you to lose the job. You've gotten another one, drug has made you to lose it. Then you can't say you are in charge. You are not in charge. Your ability to say you are in charge means you want what you want for your life and you allow what you want to allow. But if drug is the one that is making you to do many things and making you to lose relationship, jobs, and co, you cannot say you are in charge. So now let's talk about our lifestyle. Let's take our lifestyle for an example. How many of us are in charge of our lifestyle? How many of us are in charge of our lifestyle? Oh, that's what do you mean by lifestyle? Let's talk about what we put in our mouth, food. Many of us, we are digging our grave with our fork and knife. Stress management starts with taking charge of your feeding habits, your eating habits. Many of us will be using our hand, 2 hands like this, to carry chicken leg and burger that will deposit in our body and become cholesterol. And these are stress hormones. But no. Excellent Fiso. I'm Sheikh Fatri on number 15. You're welcome to my life. So we're talking about stress management, and we said it's all about taking charge. You must take charge of what you eat. Avoid as much as possible junks, and make sure that you take more of fruits. Another thing is that you must reduce coffee intake. Reduce intake of tea. Reduce intake of cola nuts, chocolate, salt, or any other stimulant. Don't forget, we said stress management is all about taking charge. And we're talking about you taking charge of your eating habits. Not everything that appeals to you, just continue to eat and eat. And that is because some of this food will build up into cholesterol and co, and they will stress your brain and stress your body. Apart from that, we say we should reduce consumption of junks, and we should increase consumption of fruits and fibers. Another thing that we need to take charge of is we need to take charge of addiction. I said it that stress control or stress management is all about taking charge. If you are addicted, you cannot tell me that you are taking charge. There's nobody that is addicted that is taking charge. You can't take charge when you are addicted. It is the drug or the alcohol or anything that is taking charge of you. So it is very important that we do not allow addiction to affect us. Stress management involves us taking and replacing alcohol with water. Take enough water instead of alcohol. Your body is mostly composed of water. Mostly of water. Water is an elixir. It helps us to freshen our body system. Thirst, hunger is not what is good for us. It is important to also take charge of our daily habits. For example, allowing sunlight. Vitamin D is good for the body. Don't just stay in an enclosed place, but make an attempt to do what? To expose your body to sunlight. Take charge of your body by physical exercise. Burn the calories. If you don't burn the calories, you can become overweight. For example, twice a day, a week, I try to walk my dogs and we do 5,000 steps. Try as much as possible to take charge through physical exercise. If you don't do that, stress will build up in your body. Another thing you need to do is to take charge of your mind through meditation. If I were you, I'll be writing some of these things down. Different things to take charge of in order to manage our stress level. Meditation. Try and meditate. Try and go to your happy place. What is it that when you remember it gives you joy? Maybe I'm remembering my induction day when I was inducted, or my matriculation day when I started medicine, and I'm laughing. Remember how joyous I can see myself in the matriculation, yes, in Ogun State. And I'm happy. At that moment, I will not remember all my problems presently. I will throw myself into the mindfulness state. Wow. Lovely memories. I'm so happy. As in, I can picture these things vividly. You are not going to talk. It's because I'm teaching you the art of meditation and mindfulness journey, how to journey to your happy places. Wow. And then you come back. I just enjoyed it. It was as if I should just go and just sleep off. That is what meditation does. Meditation helps you to relax. Do you know that what I just did now, as in, I felt so relieved. I'm telling you, even though I was teaching you, but I love some memories that I was able to bring. And I think I'll be doing this every Friday now. If you can join me every Friday, join me early. Maybe the next 15 to 30 minutes or 15 to 10 minutes after starting, we'll just do mindfulness and we'll journey to our happy places. Most of the time, situation of life becomes so terrible that it's as if we are not even having any, we've not had any good moment in the past. We become so choked to the extent that it's as if we've not even had it so good in the past. But what happens? All we need is to consciously bring those things to memory by trying to bring them back. That is one of the ways. Don't be in this Lagos and one day you don't do meditation and mindfulness. Don't. I do it every day in this consulting room. I just go. And I remember many things. As you are doing that, you are secreting what we call endorphins, oxytocins, which are very feel-good hormones. They are hormones that will be helping you. Road rage, you are hungry, you are doing this, you are fighting. Adrenaline is pumping, stress hormone, your blood pressure is going up. But when you consciously sit, that's why they say that best things in life are free. To do mindfulness and meditation is so free. Please, we're going to be having mindfulness exercise, and I think I need to note it. Please, my viewers, anytime I start and we've not done mindfulness exercise, remind me. Send a message to me and say, Doc, we've not done mindfulness exercise today. Let us incorporate mindfulness. So tell your friends, those who want to learn how to do mindfulness, I will teach you, I will coach you. After a while, we will also talk about breathing exercise, contraction and relaxation. These are things that have been proven to work. These are things that have been proven to work. After that, we'll still do music. You know, this thing is not going to be teaching, so that it won't be boring. I have many features that I intend to bring out. This Friday, my life, we'll see do music therapy. And you see the power of music to release dopamine. The power of music in releasing dopamine that will help us out of our mood. We'll do mindfulness. Here we are still going to do origami. Origami is the art of folding papers. Origami is the art of folding papers. Grace Cottage, if you can listen to me, if you can get me some origami stuff, please try and get it across to me while this live is going on. Grace Cottage Clinic, try and get me some stuff on origami. Thank you, Sheung, my God. So, yeah, we're going to be doing many things as much as possible. If you want to be blessed, if you want to, you want to enjoy, you want to have this thing free, join every Friday, 6 o'clock. I say a time will come that you have to subscribe. But now, let me give it freely. So, meditation is one of the ways to overcome stress. Another way to overcome stress is listening to music. And that's why I said we're going to be doing the way they play music and they do gym, aerobics. So also we play music. And we're also going to be playing some sounds that will help us. Mindfulness, meditation music therapy, and origami. Some of us are saying, what is origami? Origami is one of the principles, the art. Go and Google it. Origami art therapy. And Grace Cottage Clinic, which is my own clinic, we are the first set of clinic all over Nigeria to start origami art. As a matter of fact, I'm a medical advisor to Origami Society in Nigeria. We are the first in this hospital to start origami art therapy as a form of mindfulness, as a form of relaxation, removing depression and anxiety. Very key. So, as much as possible, please tell someone to tell someone to tell someone that every Friday, 6 o'clock, they should join me. Now, apart from listening to music, another thing is relax by taking long baths. Sometimes you just go to the shower, allow the stuff to just, the water to just be pouring on you. Allow the water to be pouring on you. You can be in a jacuzzi or anything. You be in a jacuzzi and then you just submerge yourself in water. That is it. So for those of us who are asking me what origami is, this is an example of origami. This is a piece of paper and it was made in this form. You can make origami in different ways. You can bring a sheep, you can bring, a patient did this. This patient used to have anxiety. He was not concentrating, he was not able to do anything, and then we taught this patient origami, and he was able to fold this. And by the time he learned this, anytime he's having anxiety issue, he will just start folding papers. Very harmless. Paper, yes, that is origami. Go and read about it. You can dismantle it and you can start all over. You can see different pieces of paper. You can see different pieces of paper. You see, all you need to do is to bring different pieces of paper together and tell clients to fold it. Toby is the president of Origami Society in Nigeria, and it's been very wonderful. It's one of the things we'll be doing. Go and Google about origami. So those are the relaxation exercises that we'll be doing. This is one of the examples. A patient did this. A patient did this. A patient did this, which I dismantled. You can use it to deal with any form of anxiety. We have a lot to do, guys. We have a lot to do. So, another way, yes, if you have anxiety, depression, all the children with attention deficit that cannot focus, just give them pieces of paper and teach them the art of origami. You'll be surprised. Yeah, Moto Soliwa, you were around for the first origami stuff. Yes. Some volunteers joined us. You don't have to be a patient to do origami. Some of us who are here have also joined us in the clinic before to fold papers. It's a session you will love. You're going to sit down. Laura, how are you? Thank you. You're going to sit down. We have mats. I'm going to announce when we have our next origami day. Everybody is going to sit on the mat, and then we're going to be folding papers. It will teach you a lot. Those of you that feel despicable about yourself, you feel worthless and co, imagine yourself folding something and it's coming out like this. That sense of, I can see my sister say, wow, yes. A patient that is able to fold this We're like, wow, so I'm not useless after all. So I can actually do something. I can actually concentrate to fold this thing. Papers, ordinary paper. Before somebody says, juju. It's not juju. Papers. Okay? This is it. Thank you so much, Shemo Diase, for acting as my secretary, trying to tell those who are just joining things that we have discussed. That we are discussing mental health and wellness. And we're looking at stress management part 2. Part 1 is on my platform last week, where we discussed stress and co. And today we are talking about several ways we can discuss stress, we can overcome stress. And we said the best way to overcome stress is to be in charge. And I asked one question. I said, are you in charge? The moment you are not in charge, you cannot overcome stress. And we said, what are the things we need to put to be in charge? Relaxation, you are in charge. And what are the different forms of relaxations we have? By listening to music, meditations, mindfulness to our happy places, things that you journey to our happy places, origami arts, having a smooth shower, sleeping. Let us have adequate sleep. Don't say you're in Lagos, you're in Port Harcourt, Abuja, you're in Nigeria. It's not easy for you to sleep. If you don't sleep now, by the time you have depression, God forbid, you will not be sleeping 10 hours, 20 hours a day. So please, it is important we make our time. The day you notice that you did not have enough sleep, the second day, go home early and retire to bed early. I do that. Sometimes I just sleep 3 hours. Be sure that the second day, I will retire very early. I'll be telling myself, I'm owing myself 5 hours. And I'll be looking at how to compensate for that 5 hours. What else? How else will you prevent stress? By watching others. Observing how others are dealing with stress can give you valuable insights. I just mentioned that, for example, you are in your place of work. You are collecting 150,000. Someone else is collecting 150,000. But that person is able to get a car. The person will be happy. And you just can't manage your money. Watch others. Observe. Walk up to them. Don't be too pompous and don't be too arrogant to ask for help. How are you doing it? We're in the same facility. How are you able to manage your money? The person will tell you and you'll be surprised. That is how you can, manage your stress. One of the ways. Another way you can manage your stress is by smiling and laughing. Oh, Dr. Nubi, what do you mean? I should just be laughing and then stress will reduce. What if I don't feel like laughing? You will induce laughter. For every time you laugh, you secrete endorphins. That is the gist. The aim is for you to secrete endorphins hormone. And sometimes when you smile, that's when you secrete. Maybe that's the secret why I'm doing this. Because to be sincere, every Friday, 6 to 7, I know if you come and measure my endorphin level, it is so high. I love giving back to the society. I love doing this. I love teaching. And I'm so happy doing this. I saw one of my friends say, we don't see you physically nice. On Instagram, we see you. I said, yes. Yeah, see me every Friday. Thank God for technology. So as I'm happy doing this, I'm secreting endorphins. Make up your mind every day that I'm going to secrete endorphins as I go to office today. And when you smile, you secrete endorphins. Endorphins is an anti-stress hormone. It's called feel-good or relaxation hormone. Me getting angry and be secreting stress hormones, adrenaline, cortisol, and all those terrible hormones. No. I will consciously make sure that I put myself in a situation where I secrete endorphins. That's why all these comedians all these stage plays, I don't joke with them. Because when you are watching and you are laughing, you don't know what you are doing to your brain. My friend, life is too serious to be depressed. Stop taking life too serious. Stop taking life too serious. What's funny? The situation is difficult. But Buhari has done this and this. Sorry. Since the day you have been saying it, what has changed? Let us enjoy ourselves. Oh. That is the truth. Don't carry the whole burden of Nigeria. APC is better than PDP. PDP is better than this. What is your own? As you are doing that, you are secreting nauseous hormone. Hormones that will be making your BP to rise. Me, I pray for Nigeria. It shall be well with Nigeria. It is well. You do not have to carry the problem of your place of work on your mind. The problem of your family. Everything on your head. You put it in mind. And everything. Secreting adrenaline, cortisol, dangerous hormone. Your face looking. People say I'm looking very, very lovely. As if I just came back from Jamaica. Meanwhile, I've been in this Lagos. Should I tell you the secret? The secret is I've decided to take Nigerian problem like this and put it to one side, and I'm praying for Nigeria. I'm praying for Nigeria. That's the only thing I can do. When we have opportunity to go online or to go to channels or BBC and co, we will advise the government, we will not castigate them. They are doing their best. We are Oliver Twist. We are only asking for more. Food on our table, employment, security for the masses, good health, social welfare, what else? Safety on our road, housing. That's what I just asking. So anytime we have opportunity to talk, I will not even abuse government again. I'm tired of abusing government. The mental health bill has not been passed. Now this session will soon be going. We have been shouting. I'll be talking. Nigeria, we claim to be giant of Africa. I don't have fighting spirit again. My fighting spirit have died. So I'm only begging. I'm begging the senators, pass the mental health bill. The mental health bill, if you pass it into law, will help those who have emotional illness. It will help in subsidizing the drugs. It will produce more facilities. The law will protect them. They will get employment. They will not be secluded and segregated from the society. The mental health law will protect the doctors, the mental health professionals, nurses and co. You can only beg them. If you know anybody, any senator, we have been using the 1950-something law, the Lunacy Act. Meanwhile, since we started this democracy, they have been trying to pass the law. And once it gets to a certain level, that one will go. New session will start. This is the 9th session. Maybe it's after public hearing. We've not had anything. Should they go again, we will start from first reading. And that is what has been happening. Help us to beg you. My own fighting clothes has turned. My fighting clothes for the government, it has turned. If I see Femi Adesina or I see Pastor Yemi Osinbajo, president, if I see anyone, I will prostrate and say, help us, help the masses, and also pass the mental health law. Not to the plead though, because I want to be secreting endorphins. I want to smile always. Avoid road rage is another point. Avoid road rage. Papa. When anybody is honking behind you, you know what? Just pass and say, please be going. It's a margin of 5-10 minutes. You will meet yourself. So it is important that as much as possible, you avoid road rage. I've been telling you things to avoid and things to embrace. And I believe you are taking down the notes. If you notice road rage, what will happen? It will make you to secrete adrenaline and other dangerous hormone. and you don't want. Avoid fighting your wife. Avoid fighting your husband. Avoid fighting your parents. Avoid fighting your boss. Avoid fighting your employees. Avoid fighting your children. Live in an atmosphere of peace. Sometimes I tell people, when I forgive you, it's not because you are smart or you know how to beg. It's because I love myself enough and I want to secrete endorphins. And because I want to secrete endorphins, I'm going to make sure that I'm at peace with all men. Even if you have offended me, those who want to offend me next year, I have forgiven you in advance. Because I want to secrete endorphins. I want to secrete oxytocin. So that my BP can come down. I can sleep in peace. I have torn my fighting clothes because I want to control my stress level. That is how to survive in this world. Let us remember the word of Cicero. For those who are not around when I started, I talk about Marcus T. Cicero, a Roman orator and statesman who said, a wise individual is one who submits to the dictate of nature and passes through the vicissitude of life through a tranquil mind. A wise person is the one that submits to the dictate of nature, that indeed people will annoy you. People will be angry at you. People will frustrate you. That is the situation will occur that will make you feel like losing it. But when you pass through this vicissitude, this up and down of life, with a tranquil and peaceful mind, you are a wise person. That is Marcus T. Cicero. And it is on that point that we said coping with stress hinge on. It is active, purposeful, and knowledge-based handling of any factor that can lead to stress and how to cope with them. Don't forget Cicero. What else? Learn to smile, which we have said. Remove yourself from stressful situation. Give yourself a treat and a break. Sometimes just walk in to bed mates. Price the best bed there. If they tell you it is about 13 point something million, ask them, what about 12 million? You don't have to think about, but you just want to even surprise yourself and shock yourself. Just go. Walk up to where they are selling Italian shoes. They tell you it's 150,000. Tell them that what about 140,000? Of course they will say no, Koba. Okay, well, it's all right, and leave. Shock yourself. That is the truth. Stop putting the problems. Your father did this, your mother did this, your boss did this, this and that, your fiancé did this, your husband did this. It's not worth it. Try as much as possible. Avoid hot topics. Liverpool is better than Man U. What is your own? What is your own? Go to people's stand every day. The way they will be arguing, adrenaline pumping, BP rising. Avoid yourself from situations that will cause unnecessary argument. When people want to argue, there are some people, they are agents of argument. They love it. They want to make your blood to boil. Anytime they come near you, just tell them you are right, I'm wrong, and walk away. You are right, I'm wrong, and walk away. Learn to manage your time is another point. Let us stop this habit of rushing and rushing. Every time you rush, you secrete adrenaline hormone and other stress hormones. So the focus of stress management is anything that will give us relaxation and make us to secrete endorphins and oxytocin. Those things that will make you secrete dangerous hormone and toxic hormone that will affect and make your neurons and brain to be toxic, that will make your BP to rise and your face and skin will become old. Avoid it. Time management and money management. Don't go and do pay small and you're not afraid of paying at the end of every month. No. Cut your coat according to your clothes. And I said it last week. If your cloth is 1 yard, that is for shirt and a knicker. You don't have to say you want to sew agbada. It's not according to your size. It's according to that cloth. Cut it. Don't take your children to private school when you know you cannot afford. Don't go and buy the Benz when you know you cannot afford fuel. Do according to your limit. Another way to secrete endorphins and relieve yourself of stress is by, helping people in need. When you help people in need, you feel fulfilled. Sincerely speaking, I've been speaking since morning. I'm not supposed to do this. You are not paying me. Sincerely speaking, I've seen patients, I've taught students, but I enjoy doing this. And because I enjoy doing this, as I'm doing this every Friday, 6 o'clock, I'm secreting endorphins hormone for myself. When you help others, indirectly you are helping yourself. I now know the secret of the philanthropist. You'll be wondering, they have money. All of a sudden, they are sending 500 children to school, 40 children. They have hostel for them. You now begin to wonder, what are they gaining? Let me tell you the secret of a philanthropist. They are gaining endorphins. Feel good hormone. Don't tell them. Feel good hormone. Do you know what it is to watch somebody that you pick from gutter, you sent to school, he now became a doctor, he's now working in Russia or America or working in London. You now sit down and say, yeah, we trained there. yeah. Honestly, I want to give to humanity. I'm telling you. Do you know what it means to sit down and say, by grace of God, God has been faithful to us, and counting now, about 2,500 has gone through our hostel facility. We provided hostel facility that could accommodate 150 students. We pay for their tuition fees, and after paying for their tuition fees, they go to schools and they go to university. Then we send them abroad for higher learning, and they come back to the country to give their best. The deputy director of so conglomerate is one of our beneficiaries. And so when you hear Elumelu, Dangote Foundation, all these people, they are getting oxytocins. So you wonder why they continue to help and help and help. And you are sitting down, thank God that you have. And you are saying, the money is not even enough for me and my children. Not to talk of somebody. You are cheating yourself. When you help others, you secrete hormones. You watch the work of your hand that God has helped you. You see it grow. Those children are doing well. That's why those who have motherless home, they are secreting enough of endorphins. You see some people where God has helped us, we've trained our children to university and PhD level, and now they start getting chieftaincy title. They start getting chieftaincy title. Instead of them to go back again and pick another child from gutter. Several ways you can give. In Lagos, you can go to Makoko, you can go to Ajegunle, you can go to several places and just say, you know what? Give me 10 children. I want to send them to school. To PhD level. Oh my God. Your endorphins like this. They won't be stressed. That's why philanthropists, they stay long most of the time. How many of them die? They say where poor people die. But you are counting your kobo. Me, I'm praying to God that God help me. This thing I'm doing, I know how much I will get if I have to see a client for 1 hour. And I'm talking to people and I'm happy doing it. Find a hobby. It's one of the ways to reduce stress. Another way to reduce stress is to keep learning. Keep learning. Find something new. When your brain is opened to several things, you will discover that your stress level will reduce. Learn how to play guitar, learn how to play violin, piano, chess, Scrabble, Monopoly, read books. Try and do things that will make you happy. Don't stop learning. Socialize with your friends. I went to Jebede Grammar School, so Jog's Voice, I'm part of their WhatsApp. I even want to be more active in my set. December, we go for reunion and co. Don't look at your old boys or old school students and say they are not serious. They used to talk rubbish. Everybody cannot be doctor. So when we go there, they will laugh. Some will drink. Some will do different things. We will play. You can't force me to do what I don't want to do. But there is that. Some of you are so proud. You are not even in your association. I know I'm throwing shades. Yes, let me throw it very well. You are so proud. You don't want to join your old boys. You just believe that what rubbish are they doing there? I don't have time. They waste time. Go to your old boys meeting. 6 o'clock on Sunday, or when did they visit? When last did you go? You have even removed yourself from the WhatsApp group. Ekpelema, Ekpelesa, Mr. Olowo. Try as much as possible to be open. Relate with everybody. Socialize. You don't need to be pompous. You don't need to be pompous. It's very important. I have joined my own students. They are contributing now because it will be 15 or so years that we left school. And we want to do something for the school. Thank you, Dr. Tolu. I didn't mean to throw stone, no. Forgive me, but I'm just telling you, manage your stress by socializing. Spiritual activities also help as well. Spend money wisely. Delegate your issues. Delegate assignments. Delegate assignments. Don't just say you want to do everything. It's you that will be here. Oh, yes, man. No, you just run yourself dry. Learn to be assertive without being rude. Oh, my table is full now. Once I'm through with this, I should be able to do this. That is it. Not you want to become boy is good or the girl is good. You have the key of the store. You have the key of the office. You are the one that will leave late. You are the one that will come first. And they are praising you. You will just die. You just die. And life will continue. 1 minute silent. Now they don't even wait for 1 minute. After 32 seconds, they say, may his soul, departed soul, rest in peace. Can you imagine? People are not even patient enough to wait for 1 minute again. Once everybody stands up and they remove their cap. 1, 2. You count it now. It's not up to 30 seconds again. And you hear, may the soul of the departed. I say, what? You can't even wait for 1 minute again. Person don't die. So that is it. Okay? Don't try to control the things you cannot control. Learn to leave things you can't control. This is a problem. Can I do anything about it? No. Then why worry? This is a problem. Can I do something about it? Yes. Then why worry? Just go ahead. And stop seeing wrong in everybody. People have measures of goodness in them. Not yes, 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 or no, no, no to everybody. Please don't see wrong in people. Maintain social support. Forgive people. When you forgive people, you know what will happen? You'll be able to release hormones that are good. But when you don't forgive people, as that person is approaching or you are seeing that person, the moment you just do like this, that you did, you have secreted lots of dangerous hormone. But when you're forgiving, no bitterness. They're even the ones saying forgive us. Before you even ask, I'm forgiving you. You are helping yourself because you don't want to secrete noxious hormone. And finally, sightseeing. Learn to leave your environment and travel. If you cannot travel abroad, travel to your village. It is still part of checking out of town. If I tell you now that I'm checking out of town, I may go to my village, Idode. I may decide to travel abroad. It is still part of checking out of town. You cannot accuse me that I'm lying. I checked out of town. Yes. So try to give yourself nice treats. Go. There are many in this Lagos alone, Abuja. There are so many areas. Port Harcourt, anywhere you are watching, try to find out relaxation centers around you, conservative centers, zoos, place that you can just say wow. Anything that you can say and say wow. As you are saying wow, you are releasing endorphins hormone. Avoid negative thoughts in your mind. Never allow negative thoughts to be in your mind. In summary, as I round up stress management today, I have said that we must identify stressors in our lives We must know that it is normal for us to be stressed. If you are not stressed at all, you will not be productive. I've also said that we must determine how we have been reacting to the stress in our lives. Are we the one that have been putting ourselves and adding more stressors? Also, what are the techniques you are using? Some of us, we use wrong techniques. We get angry, we display, we beat people up, we go and drink, we smoke, we womanize, we do things just to burn stress. But look at all the steps I've mentioned that can help us to secrete good hormones. If you use maladaptive way, you are further causing problems for yourself. Look at your technique, change the one that is not good, which we call maladaptive, and use the one that is good. And above all, if you know that you have been trying to reduce the stress in your life and it's not working, all these techniques, call for help. Grace Cottage, we are here to help. And that's the truth. 1990 1055. That's the number to call. And I'm sure Winifred or Immaculata will be able to listen to you and they will pass your message across. 1990 1055. 1990 1000 then 55. I'm very sure once you call any time of the day, the admin will pick and then they'll schedule a session. These are the things that I have in store for you today. Today has been wonderful. I promised you from the beginning. We've had mindfulness, we've had relaxation exercise, and we journeyed to our wonderful places. If you did not join us at the beginning, I'm going to save this on my timeline. Go through my Instagram page, try and see at the point, there was a point maybe 15th or 20th minute into the video, we did mindfulness exercise. You're going to enjoy it. And Victor, how are you? That is Victor Sanchez. That's my friend from New York. He's the coordinator of Think Tank. That is young psychiatrists all over the world. All over the world. Doing great. Early career psychiatrist. And Victor has been amiable. Victor, I told you that we need to do something. And I hope very soon, maybe next week or so, it's something we can discuss. You can be my guest and we can talk about one or two things. How is New York? Thanks, Amokolade. Thanks, Mustafa. Thanks, my friends. Thanks, Dr. Tolu. Dr. Tolu is an amazing psychiatrist doing wonders in Osun State. And Dini Official Membi, Wala Imondi, Jenny Morris, Shibe 8, Na MK _ Evaske, Rifi _ Ifioma, Anna, thank you for joining. Moladi _ 8, Laura, thank you for joining. Laura is my friend from Mexico. Laura was a wonderful host when I was in Mexico. I am blessed with wonderful friends all over the world. I am blessed and I hope to talk to each and every one of them. I hope to have them. I want to have Chitai. I want to have Mudumburo. I want to have all my friends. Victor. I want to have Laura. I want to have Beto Arispe. I want to have all my friends. Richard from Germany. Every one of you. I want to have you on my life. And I still plan to do this timetable that I'll just be having you one by one. It's all about networking. It's all about meeting people all around the globe because we're brothers and we're united in one purpose, and that is to make our world mental health. Okay? Abundance of mental health and mental illness free. That is our purpose. To make sure that everybody fulfills his destiny or her destiny and that mental illness does not in any way hamper you from doing what destiny has ascribed to you. This is the time that I don't like, the time to say bye-bye. Of course, we started 6:05 and this is 7:05. They said how time flies when you're having a good time. This is true to it this evening. Today's episode has been amazing. It's been wonderful. I've had a lot of friends supporting me, joining me. I've had my family members, my sisters, my friends. I'm so happy. Laura has been here throughout, and I'm so happy. Victor, thank you for joining. I'm happy for everyone. There are some regular friends I didn't see. Fabric Pristine, you'll not be around. Ebertin, there are so many, but I know that at the end of the day, what they do is that they go to watch the episode on my timeline. I just need 1 or 2 people to say bye-bye to me. Just say thank you, Dr. Tulu. Thank you for thanking me. Enela Goddess, thank you, my sister, Sabo and Bola Nubi. Semu 3454. Let someone just say bye-bye. It's a part I don't like. I don't like saying bye-bye. But definitely we just have to go. We want to make it strictly 1 hour. Thank you. I'm waiting for someone to bed the cat and just say bye-bye. Someone should bed the cat and just say bye-bye. You know the song that says, do I hate to see you go? Okay, Obomate, thank you so much for belling the cat. Enela Goddess, don't worry, you have not missed because I'm going to post it on my timeline. Bye-bye, everyone. See you again next time, next week. Who knows? I will likely be discussing with one of my friends across the globe. And we'll be doing... Thank you, my sister. Bye-bye. Have a wonderful time. Remember, there is no health without mental